About 7 years ago, I realized that I couldn't carry on being an events manager forever because it's extremely stressful, and I thought I would create something that Marc and I could do as a business together. So we looked around the country and we found wilderness that was just the most beautiful, magnificent tourist mecca, and we thought we would build some tree houses. So we looked around the area, found a beautiful property, but nowhere in the area had proper tree houses. So we had to sort of tweak our concept a little bit, and we built a treehouse villa, which I'm sitting in right now, which is on stilts instead of in a tree. And then we also wanted to do something that was really, really unique, and something that no one in South Africa had ever done before. So we came up with Gypsy wagons. Now, Gypsy wagon, the real name for a wagon is a Vado, and they come from Romania. And it's just basically a beautiful art piece, little tiny house. And of course, the tiny house movement across the world is massive at the moment. So we're right on trend. And we're just waiting for municipality now to give us the go-ahead for our wagons. And I think that is going to be so amazing. Well, I don't think anybody in the whole planet could have prepared for this because nobody knew what was coming. So for us, not having an income was tough. So what do? We had capital, which we'd earmarked for expansion, but we had to use that for the last 3 months and going forward now because we're not sure when it's really going to start getting back on track. We had to look after ourselves. We have to look after our staff. I didn't want to retrench anybody because they live here and, they're part of our family. So, we wanted to look after them and ourselves. So being without an income has been tough. But you got to do what you got to do, and you got to use other money if you have it. Luckily we did, and just carry on, and we've basically taken this time to do quite a lot of improvements. We've built quite a lot and just made it a little bit more polished so that when people come back they can really see a difference. Well, we've had to sort of now try and think of other things to make people excited about coming back, and obviously little income streams that we can add to it. So we built a little spa. We've called it the Fire and Ice Spa. So it's a sauna and a double shower, and people can rent it for the evening and have their hot and then obviously their freezing cold water afterwards, because that's the whole thing about Fire and Ice. And that's been a little hilarious watching people do the challenge, which we're going to do with you tonight.
I'm scared. Yeah. I'll get first. Holy cow! Cheapers, this is cold.
Coming from the city, not knowing squatter about farming, we had to learn very fast because we've got the most beautiful land here and the most fertile soil. So we started our own veggie garden where we've been growing anything that can grow in the season that we're in. And it's been an amazing learning curve. I now can make my own butter and yogurt, and obviously baking and all that stuff isn't normal. But butter and yogurt and cheese and that sort of stuff, farmer, hello. So that's been an amazing thing to learn. I never thought in my life that I'd be making my own butter and cheese and yogurt, which is great. And then obviously we give that to guests when they arrive as a little welcome pack. We have a rooster and his 6 hens, and guests come and they can go and get their own eggs from the coop and get as many vegetables as they can cook for their own meals, which is divine.